communication director for the Ghana Football Association, also Chris Whitting, he did not and has not applied for the job. He did not.
And did not.
Chris Whitting, he did not and has not applied for the Black Stars job. Pacho, assembly, me pese Jibo Buame na me tiasie ye kakra. The ntia me here Jibo so Buame na me tiasie ni say. Minim say about Black Stars say fa coacha. E kwa mienu na normally ye de yate na ye nim say ya na mpanimfo fa so. One, either by way of application and now say head hunting. Head hunting no where the powers that be decided say bia ye fa coach na ye hu say striker obetima boy nti ye ne kokane afa no straight away and I say ya bia ya list bia 2-3 coaches bia hwem ye yi ba ko na ye na be ye and now say be open for application ya ka say Ghana adwuma na be da half pan wa upese ube ye adwuma bia no fa wo CV and our application bra na bia o ma set criteria say ye pe bia this qualification I said this standard and I say adewe according to the communication director no one FA no they did not headhunt Chris Whitting no call here no. Two, FA no Chris Whitting has not brought them any letter so per se obe coaching the Black Stars. So how did they appoint him as the technical advisor? On what basis did they decide say they will appoint him as the technical advisor? Because say wo afọ obi amana be adwuma bi amawa wonim nia o hwe fi say nipa kro no ho wonim de nipa kro betima ya amawo dia wonim de nipa ro betima ye ene dia wo so hwe fi ni ho ansa no afa na adwuma mu from all indications o hwe de communication person e kano a efe no omni Christy ntia senkan enkere say ye pe we fi ho ye pe say we we na man ana say we na de yeti nyina ba Christy nyina ne say aban mu penifo before say edubla say ye man no kwa no be handle blasters na mayen. So how did they arrive at making him the technical advisor? How? These questions some of us need answers because Chris Whitting a coach wa coach Newcastle. Yes, wa coach Irish national team leader if I'm right. We coach wa coach Brighton Hove and Albion. And then Nancy akwa crop chinese no ye nyina ye hu bi. Otuado a scouting coach. Coach only the specialization he say or scout for players. How would Otuado head a technical team? How would a scouting coach head a technical team? Now a coach, an advisor. How did they arrive at this decision also? Because me matrasa Jim Husa Busam say we know one of the Nigerian specialization no ni area no baby so ye pan say obekwa scouting ebe ye player bi and I say get information about player bi and I say team bi ye no mbebo match no ye say get certain information about them na yasoma no akwa yes aden dia ba. So coaching as in the practical aspect of it no onye bi Omo ya under him Didi Dramani has won league twice in Ghana. Until recently, he was coaching a female team in Europe. George Burton, Norgeland, team. Oh, thank you. Until recently, he was coaching Norgeland in Denmark. George Burton has been assistant. Aston Villa. He's the alternative head coach. Aston Villa. So he at least he has a certain department. Then will come under a scouting coach. People who has practically participated in the job. They come under one who they need now and say, okay, yes, scouting at the bar. How did they arrive at this decision? A bit more explanation will help some of us. me condemn decision, no, but I want answers for these questions. They must tell us. Some catch a Ghana for the entire Obia or no practically on shedan coach ye. No, the Jumo Yan say or choir scouting. No, you do on Nabajina Jose or more on the practical no coach experience and expertise womuno or muno and question us. As for the Chris Whitton technical advisorship on the just to satisfy the cry of many Ghanaians, so that Ghana for Kasa and I can say they will not appoint Chris Whitton as the head coach because information I'm a pequeno command around the pin one that you say or make appoint Chris Whitton as the head coach, and so what I'm releasing now almost say just for the playoff offer that's my last coin after playoff. Chris Whitton is a goner. The ombechicha to the subiama ako we say wa moa ti onti bi third man subia no e bechicha to so. I'm telling you as a matter of say we dey work from how we say e be we no Chris Whitton will not be part of the technical team of the Black Stars moving forward after the playoff, whether we qualify or we don't qualify. Mark it on the wall as I say omo ye so that yanka say omo dey abandon me to form. And I say, I did Ghana for Penoma, therefore, okay, would you head Nakobata? So he's the technical advising who on what? They should come clear a bit. Nientias say advising on the Bemano areas ben over advising in terms of player recruitment, in terms of technical disposition of the team, or what? And I mean, media, sir, technical director, any technical advisorship thing, no. Maybe I will not discuss it. Because technical director no sir almost explanation be na and then on social media if it is coming from the FA it is hogwash, absolute hogwash, and something that is so kakra mo biati kwa wona so because say we are serious na omo 5 countries omo what technical director say technical advisor omo be 5 countries
based on the weekend they say per Nigeria match no nti bi on fi say Chris Whitton nim die no betim aboa ama yat how Nigeria born na dey akoyi o mafrem nti if only it is that they working here it is a Nigeria game ne dia senke hu fon so bia wo wana
tell na onye the head coach na nim die no fine on ko practice no on ko ye no practically on because obetim to George what I find saying otuadofo no otuado ka say on fa otuado the reason why as they are telling us say one ko Afcon anko fa nim die na wo no amwa Ghana ama Afcon ya ekugu ehwan masipito yi kasa de to yen kan to ye no and say otu milo fo na milo mfa. So there's the chances that Chris Whitton is betu for onfa and utu before anya by force say so offer and ameboa
in coaching kwade nya futu but be advice so when nim die kakra ono so de beboa and wo de bibi dem be wuram nya so otu no fo e minim o tire me ase
me pa cho de odi be wuram bia no a head coach be ka cho say yewe mame and now say uti ho na hu bibia na so pese u kire wadwen an wakogina ne nchen ka chen say a coach ade hu ni say na mo maso kredu sorry na mi lo ka kotase ko pa bitina kan ko pa bitina no bobo ni chacha no tia no wo so ye ne sister bi sa kan go
na be no
oh ya match ni bi match ni mu ye den ye nyina yesu no
so
what you know I don't know my friend say bench na mo bibia dag out no hey and they collect technical what dag out ni say sa na what ko na musa no de na ndi to hwe match ni bi ana maso to no de na ndi to hwe match ni bi sa enkoye. So offer I'm saying that see they could have gone straight for it and say our coach is Otuado, these are his assistants, finish. But because Ghana for su because abai per se on also so edeni dia bentino and ye yan kreti a creature bi. So what I say now, ye ba betua and we are Ghana you have to be worried. Ye ba betua Chris Whitton $120,000 for no job done to do nothing because of football demand on fire. This is dangerous. Ye betua $120,000 and not they be too. Huh? If football is continue up and we crowd on fire. Somebody should be worried about this. Tino, I say ye square there no. Okay, we don't here. We won't follow the ebra. Yes, you fire the ebra. This appointment does not excite me. offer this appointment does not excite Bafuwa. It is not assignment. When we say can we jump from here to here, we can qualify, but it does not excite me. We can beat Nigeria and qualify, but this appointment does not excite me. It is not an assignment appointment. Me tono. I remember Jim who say, "Oh, Nyamada must say, "Nya coach, ya appointed Kwesiapia." I was happy. I was happy, but this one, no, I'm not confident. I'm not excited about it. It is not an appointment that I said no. I'm very skeptical about this appointment. Extremely skeptical. Over. Interesting times ahead. Appointment in there. Me dem wasama to ho. Maka dem pese me kan ho bia.
Management committee.
It's an area I don't discuss. Honestly, because so when the panel da hon ma omo ye nkofo a omo nyina dia okay say dia hon dia see egu no me mfa from ra so me I don't care so member be adwuma na so if they are able to manage the team seconds he has been in and out of the Blasters management committee mebo I think one year 1 or 2 World Cups or say minimum say we are not training no kan ho so any news Mr. Kwame Fosubanfo. He has always been in and out. Alaji Gusa, I think, was part of the 1991 Under-17 management committee. Amokoje World Cup, no, and he has been part. Also, he has been in and out.
And only Under-17, but
yes, I'm saying that in terms of managing national teams, no, he has been in and out of it. He has been around it, and you see, once upon a time, the president of the Ghana Football Association himself was the chairman of the management committee. I said, "Bye." Yeah, the vice Omoko Brazil Kokusika home. Management committee has not lived up to expectation as far as the Ghanaian Blasters is concerned. And to me, you can see a constitute, you have fraud to say, we may and constitution, almost call duty panel anything because no number of players. Ube Hono, now you will be no pebe on beda, near Coco said Manawi. Now, yeah, Omoko boy, near small be, not Nako be on beda, this Hanomano. See the management committee, no, almost call duty in saying because only Omoko Pedium. But me, and that's something I want to discuss because, say, Omoba Buama, national team now is successful. Why not? Over. How's the folk?
Mami Oboko has them, Mami Kojibo, Hona, Yumi, you are Baba, and so now you are Baba.
As if you knew. Yanetino.
Go there.
Hey.
Nyame adum na so e.
Ready adum.
Anyoma hakaka. But we mind be bia anyoma ekọ nenye. Eno na dwona mete report bi say after a school meeting no. Now the executive council of the FA has almost submitted a report to the Ministry of Youth and Sports on meeting no ye na baby omoduru. Then 5 minutes after omo meeting no whilst omo report nam kwan so eco minister ho no for approval no and I FA ne ba bonte be announce the next direction of Blasters technical team. And the announcement came out without the approval of the ministry.
Serious?
Yes, the announcement came out without the approval of the ministry. I mean, him saying there, you summon some members of the FA to the presidency. And no pay make us say, Ghana ye the new media grow. And when I make us ask him what I say, Ghana no maya. Ye di masem kapa, ba problem ba intimi so. Asema bana, ye hwa asem se de situ no. Na bon say 2% of asem no. Eno nya ye biggest problem no. Ne ye kwaka no ne ye ja 98 wo. It's there be a take decision ne asabisi echi. Take decision ne asabisi echi. Reason why Yemubi was campaigning say government also show keen interest on the Obaba Blasters next coach in the say. Till you had the appointment of Ketokrekus administration. Can take over the FA, the head coach of the Blasters next coach Kwesiapia. Now the contract on 31st of December. Before coach Kwesiapia, yeah extend the contract no about 2 games AFCON qualifiers no anya 6 points from 2 games and I say yentimi ne kwasi apia anya adwuma biem enti then ye move to kosika akono enyoma mienu ewiase obi ote asase su bia wo the target enti say efe ne be ka kire say their target is to qualify for the Cup of Nations. Their target is to qualify for the World Cup. Their target is to win the Cup of Nations. Their target is say, "Omo be better than the Equatorial 2010 na you do quarter final na." Now be catch them me say, "See you coach Kwesi Apia, sika kono na betimi achieve sa de na Clementino na enyoma ha adwene kakra." Asem na make no tie mi ye.
Tie pa.
Yes say, ye be say Equatorial Cup of Nations. Ye be say World Cup, ye better than the Equatorial in 2010. Coach Kwesi Apia contract aso. Yes, extending the contract mano. Based on target here ya setting. You see kofa coach bia na babe ababa achieve sa target na maya. Ni afi coach Kwesi Apia ni abasika akono. You feel coach Kwesi Apia o.
So ni aba from no ana.
Na so do bin kan kire o. Obi kan kire o.
That time na kwesi performance ni te say jibo.
Say the performance you say you. The moment you appoint Sika Akono as replacement for coach Kwesi Apia, what the blaster you man abafom? Based on what upese will achieve and some of mobile can you. So I'm catch say yeah, but the blasters for and Tianya Botra. I can't you know Benya but say the Sika Akono. But Uber catch say okay. Yeah, some
more. Yeah, to super kuna Henry Asante Chum. Ewo ahoma no so
me nua no na ese de obanye me chia o hello Henry me chia o same hello
strike amete on kameje oso
ana bibia bokọ de me nua wayi me mu
oh da bem na mi yiwu
I say de me to nkan na nwum ho nkomo ne edi
oh anyum na de na se upanyum na mi so upanyum de ase me nwum an nkomo na edi
I'm say we free of conso by intimi ni nkomo nti a nice opportunity say no pay yenya on or Pi FM or Pi TV na ye ne wo edi nkomo a share enra appointment a free air financial by concerning our last stage World Cup qualifying game ebebo against Nigeria. It's an opinion why better was for your time. Henry, again ma F no arrive at the decision of appointing a technical advisor. Utuado has head coach, 2 assistants to help Utuado. Again ma F no arrive at that decision for your game against Nigeria.
Well, morning. I mean, first of all, if we AFCON by Nema Uncle Nema called the call, you know. There have been a number of decisions to change the technical direction of the team. The first one was to say a trainer, technical team, management team, medical team, and on report. But that is what we've always been doing. On the report by a negative council and was a former coach, no now CQ. Milo. It was duly communicated to him. The decision was taken in that regard. Immediately after Omo taking that decision, I was begin the process of looking for a new coach. Now, in that meeting, I remember exactly what was discussed. In that meeting, Eskuno Ekase, even though the game is of significant importance to football economy, no, and bring you because the calendar is so choked to say only opportunity to a more friendly match and Sana Wakobo playoff, no, and you know, it would make a lot of sense to bring in Obia and I say Nipa Bia or what team no Nimdiadada as in Obia or
Onim team ni dada
Onim team no dada Onim team no dada or at least or opportunity of understanding the thinking mindset attitude of the players in arriving at that decision, you know, almost a number of considerations, a number of names came up, but they decided to say, okay, young Connie and Dortmund for including Kobo, this time round, almost ever Pinama Otto Abana, almost Pinama Otto Bar, it will be a good thing for us because Anya Shikano Otto ever can technical team no about 4 matches. Zimbabwe, Cape Coast, Zimbabwe, Harare, Ethiopia, South Africa in Cape Coast. And you know, our quite some knowledge about the team. And the president, any technical director, any Tony Buffo, and Echo Germany, Echo engage Dortmund. The long and short of that story is that even though at some point Dortmund were reluctant, as they did during the AFCON final to release Otto, they spoke to Otto and he also agreed and as accepted to come on board. Then once you get Otto, you must look for other people to help him. And, you know, again, engagement. George Boateng's name came up. But the said he will be interested to serve his nation, but we should talk to his employers. Here I am talking about Right to Dream in Rogeland. And we made a few calls to the club, and it took some time, but almost so eventually they granted him that permission to come and serve for the 2 matches. Now, let me say on record, sir, Chris Hilton has been in Ghana for some time now. Before our president Ebeko Germany, Oshia Chris Hilton briefly, Emma Obudin Kono. The president duly communicated the position of the FA to Chris and made him understand, say, at this particular moment, what they are looking at is a short-term measure. And in that short-term measure, Otto is the one that the ESCO has decided to talk to. In the case, also, Ekache president said, okay, if it is the position of the FA, he will respect that position. But Ekoba said, Omo Jane said, Omo Pe will be a play any role and also offer any form of service. He will be available.
Okay.
The president then moved on and traveled to Germany.
Okay. But maybe say we answer no what so. Oka Otuado de no. Oka say the decision of the ESCO and I said the FA to meet Otuado based on how animals a team na ye at least when your opportunity aben team no team na mo pobia wonim team no. Chris Hilton de no President Chiano on the invitation of the FA and I said the
Of course. It was Chris who called the president that he is in Ghana for some holidays and he wants to meet him and discuss football, general discussion on football. And it was Chris who reached out to the president, and the president respectfully agreed to meet him and they discussed football and so forth and so on. And back to the point I'm making. President, once or back, ESCO MEP, they went back to Chris and told Chris the position of the executive council has not changed. But because Oka said he will be available if indeed his service is required, this is what the executive council thinks at the moment. Omo Ebe Ofano. He asked for some time to think about it and eventually came back to say he will serve in that capacity. Indeed, all the people were reached out to, the detailed conversations went on, a lot of thinking went into it, and of course, once the executive council took the position, we also needed to communicate with the ministry. The minister was duly informed. All the major stakeholders were informed, and then we needed to make it public, and that is what transpired yesterday. It's been quite an exhaustive process until then. At that decision.
Henry, there were these reports about Chris Hilton, government and Edenebaye, so me coach Black Stars as the payers of Black Stars head coach. at any point omu pushi efere say appoint Chris Hilton as the next coach because any tria a Blasters coach ka.
Never. If the report of the president and the vice president is anything to go by, then I am not tempted to believe that government not at all. I don't even think Chris would have agreed to serve in this capacity if that was the position of government. Not at all.
Under this current administration of the FE, it need be more than 2 years. Yanya 2 coaches, third one, and Otuado are obeying. Obika say, my appointment, especially for Black Stars, who leads the Black Stars as the technical head, making head coach. More disappointed Ghanaians in you need trust our more recent appointment. Am I idea na become found?
Striker. Me, as I sit here, I do not have a problem with anybody's opinion. The only time I am worried is when people distort facts. It is so because because your appointments have not gone well. It is the opinion of whoever is making that statement. Never. But then again, it is also a fact to say CK Akono was not appointed in a short-term capacity. Milovan Raivach was not appointed in a short-term capacity. But the decision to fire them was based on results. And that is a fact. It was based on results. It was based on performance. So if after giving a coach a 3-year contract, he plays 10 matches and the results are not favorable, Mama no 3-year contract. Results in yet, but never not now. Because at the end of the day, the senior national team is results oriented. If we have combined and I drew semi-final and I lose here and I come about 3rd place, we need bronze. There wouldn't have been any call for us to fire Milo. So again, the dismissal of Milo was based on result and performance. In any case, I have also heard people say Milo Bana or Bayern, it was needless. And let's be honest. So you Milo Siho, Avram Grant time of Bayern in 2015, there was no World Cup competition. Into no AFCON, Juma and Obeying. But we need Milo Siho, now you could see Apia Siho. In the last 2 decades, maybe the only coach who may come closer is Ratome Dukovic. Or the year qualified for AFCON. But or the year qualified for AFCON and the World Cup. But or the AFCON didn't go well. But he was able to quickly put himself together like a World Cup. He do 2nd round and I exit here. But Milo in 2009 took us to the CHAN final. Milo in 2010 took us to the AFCON final. Milo in 2010 became the 3rd African coach to play in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. His records is what brought him back.
Maybe I'm for worry kakaye coach Juma coach ni Juma at least often as I practice when you have the chance to coach teams in this annual manomano. Baby no more worry the number of years and Milo atenefia suddenly ye pobia manaba be fix ye nyoma obi o atenefia over 2 years brabe coach Black Stars.
Oh, honestly speaking, let's be fair. Say, sometimes coaches stay home not because a Juma ma, but because they are able to take a decision to take a sabbatical leave. So they Moreno ayebida, Steve Bruce ayebida, Sam Allardyce ayebida. Now these are big coaches who on any day have a huge profile, but sometimes they go 2 years without working. Sometimes they go 3 seasons without working. And yes, you can argue say Namilu and Kofano. But again, the issue about his performance with Ghana always spoke in his favor. For which reason we thought say when the time came for us to get somebody Unim Terry Dadano, he is the one that we fell on. It was the decision of the executive council at that moment. The body was 100% convinced all over the year Ejumason. But when it comes to appointment of coaches, because a year result oriented, it's a gamble from Pep Guardiola at Barcelona to Pep Guardiola at Man City today, Manuel Pellegrini at Granada, or Manuel Pellegrini at Man City, Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United. It is always a gamble. It is not 100% guaranteed, say, who be a Jumama coach, straight away he will get you the result. You make certain provisions for the coach to excel. Unfortunately, we made all the provisions for the coaches to excel. Results were not forthcoming, and we had to fire them. It is what it is, and it is a fact. In appointments in the last 2 years have not gone well. But appointments in the last 2 years were appointments that the body was convinced 100%. Unfortunately, and we have to move on.
Henry, Henry Asante Chum, Communication Director, the Ghana Football Association, NAD and Como. Henry, my miss away. Enra announcement in the buy, based on announcement, this technical team, for Ghana, a two-legged games against Nigeria. In case we qualify for the World Cup after 2 games now, the next direction of the FA. Amount for CBA Chris Witten, who was steady team no. You qualify for World Cup we and I am qualifier. He takes over. And now say mo be say mo so to ado he timi qualify na mo mana to aso akobo kata World Cup no.
To be very honest, it will be difficult to speak about the future. In arriving at this decision, they looked at the short-term plan and the immediate-term plan. The communication that came out was explicit. It is an appointment for the 2 matches. Until Otoado Mungere, his appointment is in a stopgap capacity. About 2 matches in Area, we will have a lot of time before us. If we qualify for the World Cup, we will have about 8 months to the World Cup in November. The next AFCON qualifiers is in June. From March to June, you have about 4 months. You have time in front of you to take a decision. You have time in front of you to take medium and long-term decisions. Then you can start thinking about rebuilding for the future, whether it is 2 years, whether it is 3 years, or whatever. Let's not also forget that if you do not have strong junior teams, your national team will always struggle. And for some time now, we have not had strong junior teams, from the Starlets, the Satellites, and of course the Meteors, which has been inactive since 2019. And we are putting structures in place. The structure we are putting in place is that you need to have a feeding program. They feed the other national teams from the U17 level. A number of considerations are ongoing, but as we speak, the appointment of these 4 coaches is for the 2 matches against Nigeria. In the 2 matches now, there will be another meeting to now look at the medium and long-term plan.
Henry, relationship between the current FA and the government, because I know say after annual decision, as a government endorse in a FA publication about Monte. No, Kobe was asking him relationship to say.
First of all, so what is the government endorse and a FA about Monte? It is not true. It is not true. Before the FA came out, we communicated with the sector minister. There was some meeting sort of between the leadership of the FA and the sector ministry. The sector ministry gave their blessing before we made whatever was made public yesterday, which is a saying a government a big fat lie. We've always had a very good relationship with the ministry, but this is what it is. I mean, the dear stakeholders, any interested groups, any partners, there will always be kind of thing. suggestions, ideas from both sides. Our relationship with the ministry from Honorable Esiama Besine has not changed. It's been cordial. It's been the best. It's been very healthy. Your meetings are Obia making suggestions. Obia suggestions ever up from the ministry to the FA. You disagree to agree because in the end you must find a common ground which is in the best interest of Ghana. In any ministry, any government, any problem, there is a strong relationship between us. Of course, nipa bebre ana nipa dodo na ehia ye to adwen obi bia de na dwen ba because based on individual interest in the end I was saying you take the right decision you making progress, and that is what it is.
Winning back the love of Ghanaians. May I show some more Cameroon from Qatar to Cameroon Kobo Cup of Nations. How some Ghanaians were against the Black Stars, and especially nani much involved musikasem. There plans and my appointment beboa for qualification to World Cup 2022. But you be here the backing of the nation, the spirit of the nation, and it's money pan there. Plans be na put in place to win back Ghanaians are umufu say because of sikasemunti Blasters ne kromu ne eche na mba na mojijiska na mokobobo tournament na makogu Ghana for any maso da bia mu piska.
Well, I don't remember there was misunderstanding and I say discussion on sikasemwa abeye he Kromwa in recent times. Whatever that happened in 2014 is so fresh on our mind. For that matter, people will definitely make reference to the 2014 incident. 2019, you call AFCON. That time, I don't think I was in this position, so I cannot talk about whatever that happened in Egypt. Even though I know some say any some misunderstanding the effort. So, but I mean, the most important thing is for us to make progress. Yes, I know most Ghanaians are bitter, but being bitter about your national team, for me, is not the best. Again, because at the senior level, nobody is interested in stories. It behoves on us to find a strategy to get the team back on winning winning terms. When the team is winning, we are able to see the pain of 2014 and the disappointment of 2022. So one of the things we need to focus on is to get the team winning their matches. Almost winning on matches. Now, almost looking competitive on the pitch. Now we are avoiding the controversy about and then you have to say, which for me, of course, has been properly managed in recent times. I think it would automatically now win back the public confidence and trust in the team. May kite 2014 before I qualified for World Cup, Kumasi Sports Stadium. May Babaye commentary on that Egypt versus Ghana match. Let me do it's my kitchen. Let me who kiwa after thing from gate or ABC car park or na. Let me who dreaming because at that time people had genuine love for the team. People took the team as theirs. Unfortunately, I qualified for AFCON, I qualified for World Cup, and that's how when you buy. We will just appeal to the public to forgive the team, to appeal to the public to let go all the unfortunate incidents of the past and rather channel your energy into getting the team back on a good level, getting the team back on winning ways, getting the team back on a good level. Team every immediate any satisfaction now. Expecting.
Okay. Henry, the release here is specific. Ghana and Nigeria. technical team I appointee, you say mostly a Blasters coach, we pay them on monthly. Are they going to earn qualification bonus? And I say, on my appointment nearby Enrano, we are in February. February so a bit Triomoka. March or mobile qualifying, we are near Triomoka. Salary and answer qualification bonus and I final plan is some of the technical team based on releasing our buy.
Well, I think that the communication to the coaches was explicit. They are coming in a stopgap capacity. Now, as you know, MA appointment, and of course, it must be agreed upon by the ministry. And ministry, AJ decision, up to. There are further engagement that is ongoing about remuneration structure. Once that is done, we will make it public.
Okay. Now, say the Nyandi with me, I can, but based on releasing the media, they bet me a year from said there will be a special package in case Omodia qualifier. Every Sana Mimi Huno. And Sana Mifu say, yeah, no, so a beboa.
Okay, all right. Okay, so eventually a good decision will be taken by both the ministry and the FA.
Waiting car and kind of discussion and pay, but Mr. say, Opa obetime ya no peswa ebi abetime ayi e de afrim sika kono compensation Milo de so far say na asi
they haven't paid. That is all I can say.
Man you
they haven't paid.
Okay,
the ministry has or government hasn't paid yet,
both CK and Milo.
Yes.
Okay so na the woman no betime am ye
I don't have the figures.
Okay.
I don't have the figures offhand.
Oh, okay. Henry Asante Chum, you better was it. I don't may tell one count baby and I will come about league sponsorship. Say NCBA, the GFA will announce a headline sponsor for your league, A second round year, you be Remo and ACBA next season.
Well, we have had several discussions. Even last week, I sat in 2 meetings and the discussions looked very positive. Normally, Ushia sponsor or product valuation manual. Obeka say okay, man could discuss it now on consider on some back. From the discussion we had last week, I can say that things look positive, but the final decision is with the board of the two companies we met. Plus minus, I should think something will happen very soon. But at the moment, we can't exactly when. But so far, the signs look good.
Mr. Henry Asante Chum, Communication Director, Ghana Football Association. You better ask for your time on Oripa FM or Oripa TV in Kumasi.
Who's good as a striker?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Henry and Martino and Kano. Enti Ricky, mamra hona jibu mpensu be no mame name before that no amenka wo se kotoko fo so gidi ese match wo ntino ene kotoko mu yipa chairman Kwaku Aponsa chairman Bernard Zir ena enu achum omi ensa nyina e wo fia ha enche baba mo so na abetie omo so de omo de mai Kofi
Tino
wati kasama fo enka yeah Henry Asante Chum
tin say
wa yin sembe bre ano
Nyankasa na nro ano enumre no meneni nya little chat after official announcement in the buy no meneni nya little chat kakra what try say obetimi address issues are jibu bisa ni nyina it's not bad because na me penetration no all there kasa ayade ema akoma enhuru bebrebe normally ana me pesade no. But clearly, Clementino, I see a lot of inconsistencies and some of the things now Mr. Henry are something kind of to me say. But he is the official communication director of Ghana Football Association and we have to embrace it. In the first place, Clementino, Ghana Football Association appointment na abano adia many based on Asema Henry Akache Nanopa and say the ministry has accepted some proposal no de come out no. It tells me say and the ministry na atiase. Say the new direction in terms of technical team the ministry na atiase. That is a huge statement to Clementino. It's a huge statement to say the Ministry of Youth and Sports omatiase with the new technical team now. Ghana Football Association
based on the Henry Kendia.
Was it omatiase? They have accepted the new team. So they have approved Otuado as the head coach. Chris Hutton as technical advisor. Then Didi Dramani no more Mukawin ministry not here. So based on the Henry Akano, I said these are the figures are Ghana Blasters, Edebebo, Ghana and then Nigeria, home and away 24th Cape Coast, 27th Nigeria. So these are the members are Edombebo. Clementino. Adia may share a free technical team members way. Now and none and many anka Henry Asante throw more light. So what is the relationship between the technical advisor friend Chris Hutton and the head coach and your friend Otuado? What is the relationship saying? What's the Jibo Busana question be on relationship with Chris Hutton or say a Chris Hutton rather and a phone
government
no Keto Kraku or say a Chris Hutton and a bar Ghana I don't know the time phone.
Okay, or refer president to make us be okay, yeah. Okay.
So Chris Hutton rather called Keto Kraku.
The holidays into
the holidays into general discussions on Ghana football.
Okay.
It's a Chris Hutton a call Keto Kraku based on Asama Henry Asante Niaka. But yeah, this is an open secret. And Yaka can say Chris Hutton they coming to Ghana here no. On government invitation. Say Branebeji Ghana Blasters and manage. Oba no when your opportunity to meet the FA or more friend because the FA do not care about Chris Hutton. Chris Hutton soon himself so bet me Blasters head coach and this a Ghana Football Association a man appointment. And it's a momentum for na men from one bet me appointment. And a Chris Hutton no go far phone based on Henry Asante and some okay. And on the far phone of Fred the FA president Zama Bagana. Now based on this Sir Chris Hutton sees himself as the head coach. And I say he sees himself as an experienced figure than Otuado. Now so Otuado need that relationship now. So cordial relationship, so understanding. Say me no nyina momia nto aso na mo de anya adwuma in the interest of Ghana. More share problems be technical area ho. Mpacha what I say. Sa power play no. If Otuado feels that the Ghana Football Association are appointing no Omo trust as or no to Adunum. He is supposed to take charge of Ghana Blasters as the head coach. Now government and so the Chris Hutton as technical advisor. Now government and so GD say Chris Hutton about me about Ghana Blasters. Now say two figures we could do on a power play Chris. Me am Chris Hutton, me am you to Adunum, me head. When I a technical advisor say.
So mommy for the Henry Kai based on the working.
Tell Henry say.
Just F no aware and Chris Hutton the no money problem or
and I'm
saying person get so many problem.
So with you Henry ya so clear say the coming of Chris Hutton to Ghana F in any more way. Or buy no so F in one friend no. The very moment I will opportunity net Keto Kraku sign e your no mum Chris Hutton no mum and a free Keto Kraku. Ideally it should have been the other way round. But what I say and ko bi oni GFA be adwuma de and ka wasan ka GFA fo no mum and a friend say Chris brand ye here services but Chris na kokko frɛ FA president Keto Kraku ti the make an say Chris ono ni inclusion in the technical team no for government government asem Ghana ban asem and Otuado FA they trust some by and catcher. Oko Germany nyina se kan. Ento Otuado ne de F in the first choice. My only prayer ne say sell two figures away. Sell two figures away. Obi betimi do matenase. Bury their differences. No matter reason the light of Ghana football. Me ehon kwa na mehwe. because based on common ene Henry Asante twum edi ene de babia ni wo ka say ebesi nempo Otuado ne Chris Utim po ehia di nkomo and I said they've had that deliberation
and they had appointment na bent bia going forward
exactly
they will meet
exactly so after appointment na ba and after no more be say Chris Utim ne Otuado e be fa na ombetime di omo nkomo ate omo ho ase ebe ya adwuma and the message said there shouldn't be power play. Any kwasa Chris Utim kwasa
dey na mam hu ne sa dey bi no fi say Chris Utim ne buru no so ana
the two figures are coming from two parties. Chris Utim is coming from government and Otuado is coming from FA. You don't get it. The two figures and they if Chris Utim was scored by FA and Otuado was FA in the friend now. But
even government and a man by a crown or by when young Quenya FA president once I welcome on
it came at a timer. Chris Nimon friends are my bagan and I'm away.
And but in Shamudina Coso.
And make us say Chris Utim Diana or Shahonina or Shaho because it is the only way a better master technical team ministry Ajatum. There is no way the ministry would have accepted based on the heritage. Say indeed, the ministry now decided not to. There is no way the ministry would have accepted. So, man, for Chris Utim now, c'est moi. And Chris Utim, he is there on government support, a government agenda, government project. Chris Utim must be the head coach of Ghana Blasters. See, ain't me man in your head. And what's he creating a space? And to that space, no technical advisor. Have you what I say? And Chris Utim on the support of government. And Otuado the FNA do support nyina ma no eti the Ghana fo nyina be sere ne say two figures no a omo nsia da edi omo ho komoda in any aspect of omo football managerial career some penifo we mienu fa Ghana football nto omo akoma so no omo nsia nka say no based on project na dey nim no we dey technical advisor nya hwe we head coach nya hwe yen fa ideas ne nya dey embum na etimi nya the best for Ghana Blasters. Because at the moment, a normal Blasters and a dorsal. So, I'm betting I sad idea. I think say it will be fine. Maybe a jibo then a fire and manager home back. The compensation for
CK and
CK Akono
Milo.
Any compensation for Milo compensation is huge. I say here to me, I think I have to respect it. Besika kono compensation at the ho eso. Ena Milo so compensation at the ho eso. Ene ne omafa Chris Utim se ankoye bonus any qualification no ma na jibo suggest na. Chris Utim per the meme matie reliably. $100,000 minimum. $100,000 per month minimum. Then Otuado salary de minyante by Chris Utim there. They were working on $120,000. And then, Sika Kono Sika Neda Ho Yentuai. Milo Sika Neda Ho Yentuai. And they appointed two coaches. Amunina Musu salary is on a high side. Clementino, these are the things are a day in him. In my opinion, the ministry no be ya. Omunyan and tem no mon settle this debt no me free ho. Me cannot go on paying people whilst other people are now my services. I mean, if not giving them anything. So that is the situation. Say he touched on sponsorship for Ghana football. Let's see. Say,
I will still question the reason why. Says here, Kobo World Cup qualify. Now you hear Obi Onim team, Obi a lot of experience. It's a quiet trial look. Otuado bought 4 games and Chelsea winning Blasters. Otuado so bought 4 games on Chelsea winning Blasters. Say if you catch they need an experienced coach and will be a winning team now. Ewa Ghana has say you want more winning team than Otuado. And idea about quiet here and say when Mitier how are the ministry and this FA defending your man? Kakra. Your players near Dom Kobo Clementino, me no him say. And then see a boy a World Cup qualify against Nigeria. About 50% of the Omunya call up. About 50% of a more Omuko Afcon Omunya call up. It is on Bekatre say you call Kata because Yɛbɛtia nya opportunity akɔbɔ World Cup ni bi. Eti na di players ne kɔ kata sɛ ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo hu kata weather no. Na deɛ na kyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔ kata in December 2021. Ne yɛkɔyɛ training wɔ hɔ a ɛdeɛ na kyerɛ sɛ yɛkɔ World Cup ni bi 2022 in November. Saa players ne dɔm kɔ kata December 2021 ɔmo na yɛdɔm bɛkɔ World Cup November 2022. Eti ɔmo decisions na na problem kakra wɔ ho. Sɛ yɛsi yɛ per experience ne yɛ pobi onim Black Stars. Na si yɛ Ghana. Nobody will choose Otuado over Coach Kwesi Appiah. Si yɛsi obi onim team no. Ɛna deɛ yɛkɔ akɔbɔ no so ɔbɔ bi da. Na si yɛ decision ni si yɛbɛfa local coach a. Na Kwesi Appiah to ɔman mu ha. Na yɛbɛsa Kwesi Appiah ho ne yɛkɔ akɔfa a scout. Coach na adwuma so Clementino one thing is say baabi a yɛgyina sɛsie no we don't have time and patience for Otuado. Yɛpɛ sɛ qualify for World Cup. Baabi a yɛgyina no he doesn't have that experience. It's me deɛ mɛka no ma saa ka biom sɛ ɛyɛ na meka nam de masɛm nyinaa akɔ akɔto president na aboboa no sɛ Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo o second World Cup qualifier obɛbɔnie first one Ajegon second one baabi yɛgyina no ɛɛtoro nti ɛsɛ wonya interest because ene Clementino oni say Black Stars ekɔbɔ ball na ye game a ɛwɔ soro te say Nigeria bɛbɔ World Cup qualifiers in the period of maybe about 2 weeks ne bɛbɔ qualifiers na Black Stars win here. Nobody talks about Ghana economy. Yet hey yen discuss he leave that yes yes sports but Black Stars score AFCON na anye you know morning show for nyina ja be discuss Black Stars. It tells you the weight of the Black Stars. Na me ka na makoka sports minister no. You feel have kon buy na esenke fire no.
Reasons.
Adenti ne yanyi no. Reasons bet ne yanyi sports minister no.
O se the FA here nyina mo request o de ama o nti onu mo na o se e blame no.
Nti wo to Ghana skagu. Ye ba ne ye ka bibia kire wa on question na watam ska na de ama mo. Ene
ma FA request and you bo dia na visa nko so.
Ebi na me ma example se ye ko kata yi. Ye ko kata ko ye dai.
We hu ni mi o so mo ko be
na se ye ko kata ko ye dai.
Eno kra ne FA no so giri se nyesa na etie.
They say ministry bet me reject it.
Yes, I don't know. That be officer.
Oh, what here? Neba, what here?
FA request.
Oh, what here? Me be jiska wo ho. Wa fa madwuma. Ana me hwe bibi suma wo. Na me be jiska wo ho de akoya de na wo se wo mpene so a. Me se mente ase.
Yes, wo mpene so. Say this tournament no more.
Say chairman ko K5. The hotel K5 a year wo ayeduase.
Take side we.
Oye see we. Na ne nkura no mo hwe hotel no so no. See one come on. Na ne hotel yi na bia ne nkura no mo hwe so no o ma pa so mpeso mo ye bibi na ese chairman kwakwa ponsa K5 na yiska no na chairman se ompena wo na wo hwe so no se da bi
o panti o mo so omo yes difference crowd we no
difference o me dey
wo panti o mo so omo nya
baby o mo hwe ne se Black Stars management so mo executive committee o mo ho at the end of the day the Black Stars is being financed by Omani Zika.
No dey nim jibo. No dey is a fact.
Black Stars e tournament.
Yes.
Na omo
nyeba be boa ye nie.
Akwa hwe ba bi omo gidi so mo die.
Very good.
Na omo de omo
budget aba. To your ministry ajibo dey nti.
You be campaign prepare for the tournament. And indeed any tournament be a Black Stars ko bia omo ko campaign base. And ono na provide budget for them. And ono na say empamu minister.
Ricky now there say na okay.
Ajibo anu
dey. That be to no be aba no aye budget dey aba una ese wutua wo se won question o dey aba nti because on ehwe so nti approve am
and that's one question
and nyema me no on question na say
of the campaign base say your campaign ha okay
ade dey said you city
no apa mu minister
me manager o K5 ba adwuma na obi be ya ma K5 on anim adwuma no
but wo hwe na nya wo
be na be hwa wo be hu say nya
very good
ya tia ni say nipa no ase ada bi ball aha ne yakobɔ na so de so man iska yes no de ba no so na wo hwe na iska it is say o makwa ba anye ye no
yet common decision yet na FA for ministry ebusa ministry say other na team ne ko kata omo say FA ne say e be kwa akobɔ World Cup 2022 o kata enti e pese players na acclimatize by using the Cup of Nation whereby nimu ya your target is to play at the Cup of Nations. Now they qualify World Cup in March. Enka be 8 months Azania kobo a World Cup in November. Other than Yamonko after qualifying for the World Cup.
Wait, let me feel a minister near with you.
Maybe I can say
because if this were you are Cabatinasi.
Also,
Yeboko tournament.
Chaman charge you Benazir. A Fabio Ha, one of Sopa. On say minister no, any FA no, I now copy. FA for say,
comment, dear Nana.
I'm come with them say your core car. Minister can different thing. FA also can different thing. Minister say, World Cup. FA for no so buy and almost say a hono, na ye bo
the World Cup.
Na a Arab for a World Cup be ho.
Okay.
Arab Cup inti, we mu call ho. Inti hono na ye sweet abo benya flending match bi abo. Inti no mu call and yes say World Cup inti no mu call. Things I didn't acquire me, you know, to me. Minister is saying, I tell you, I second, I mean, something to do a bit. I didn't know. And also kind different thing.
But you wrap up and I mean, Coach Ama.
And Tino, the American appointment with the crocodile John.
Good. Jibu, I don't know. I mean, call Chairman Kokopon Saho, Chairman Benazir. Omunya no money etimi abem. Chumwa ha na no oni ha na ba for say hey ko bia su na na kwa me kaze na chum kaze ne chumbe yi ni ho no se bibisa e wo ho ba for paketu obi chum na menya adwuma yi mra na yentinsim
over Kofi no one bar
the be as be tue you know now come in such a
of a high power delegation from the national ethics.
Okay, we be quite no Matthias ya.
Me can't so much me there's some assessment see na no so.
Fasie. Na ye do so mo a.
Assembly le da ho no. Wo fa na e puna bie no. Kotoko bokosi ada me da beboa. Your current NCC play no. What is it be kasa? Nya no ma bayi.
Nti.
Eno na dia bufu ni ba na kwa bufu so mo jomajuma no.
Ba fo ho wonwo. Ene nipa ya be ko mu wa ha. What the animal cancer? We don't have personalities no motia. Yeah, as for me, okay. I mean, the chumo only have a person make what was I say? Get to Yahoo. I'm not so you follow why you never do comment. I will make chance to I said, I miss someone so say. This would have had the paper. Oh, we had a mojo. Poor delegation. None of the Musuya or oh, Jack, my monitor everywhere. Oh, maybe a radio listener. I'm going to do some quality just on your baby. Oh, Nasa, you make a say, Matty Baffo. Kotokobo, will be a crime in the mouth. Will be crime of Kotokobo in that. Matty, I'm telling you, the play news of Kotokobo in the Oka Cosiada, and Kotokobo in that. Omoha. Why no, my baby said you, man. Kawensu, current executives, no more. Na so you go for no money as Nina Kotokon can continue more. Until my baby to 7 cars over the yo. I'm a chose and support baby. Be any hoba for being or Daruma. Why? Yeba, na Maka was a vast idiot. Yenina, ye couldn't enjoy the ye ever Greenwood Gardens. Honor Grepa, ye do echo. You become artist now for your ball live band. Now wine in the moon, South Sudan in the moon, Bibia, Nino, not just a photo shoot. Never in air conkai, but repair TV as so come registry. Now Kwaje, and they will take it to Yama and Koye. Testing lunch and bar, don't sky or and also Monquajimudia or Hona, and also Yaman Koye Fate, Mopate Clinic. Ya dear be hours as is so chronic, Mamma Fate, Mount Nunkitin Kitty. Oquata free, a betty and so pressure never call, diabetes never call. We beat her for 3 days. No hunsun so papa e we chentino ahena kokobe sanko fo kobeni adwada ye yes takrade for munshai wo anaji police station e mabie ni wa no emfa emamo 0244 583 859 Tafofa Company Limited enu ni emiensa de etiene se Tafofa 202 Jefferton 202 chanka ne de me bomi de bia na me ho den Jefferton no so eboa emonum etoso nti boboden so be kopie mu Gapson Pharmacy ohene wa heba na nyama koye 0243 510656 Victory Garlic Mesha wotia enkunumdie no agbusu ho nkwamo no odwonso no be flow obabu ne nsa nyama koye e bia to odro bia no wo se Victory no and wate today's post 0242 545 633 ike herbal clinic ayeresa nyina no ekowie ewo adwoso zongo junction Dr. Jache anope mamenchiao cerebral palsy for no boko no mtetewo kasa ne nye na ntia nya bibia nkoyie nanso nyema ekoso wona kudu ye kama obeji atumo behwe no no wasinda dem stroke pa de sciatic pains no Dr. Jache so the parani ba maba obeti bia sasanga kanga na nyema ekoyie healthcare ointment no be mo nim ayo no promise about Ferdinand 0243 035-898 meba na chama mabe kasa 21st clinic sciatica expert ya sha se no ne na miensa enan enum se ye twam dunwatwe echesa Ghana fo obi odi pensi no eso no tompo ano na kan na nkokom dwu no to fom no ye nko a na etimi etu ase di Ghana fo nya gidie wiemu ye do fa mfidie mu wi a ne ahwe diabetes hypertension ulcer typhoid waist pains no ed amount ye total filling station ehwe afa radio ni ana omunie dome heavy do bid ni mu 0540 311 na nyama akoyie ye nkomrai na ye ba beto aso ede afru ho chairman mama akwa ba biam chairman K5
ma meje so
boko de
nyame adaroma boni bi ani ho
we de
so inkumba kotokonya no ntine me ba ha
taba de na de ba
de di kan me pese me da o yiripa fo asepa semre bia mutimi ma ye kwan sei na ye ne supporters be kasa anopay ye supporters ne pese ye no mo kasa eti asida kese no se de mamo mo ya de pa anya obia na ebetimi ama ye sa ni se ye ne ye supporters me kasa Mestre Krobia
kuma ubenya former NCC chairman mienu na amote studio baako so mo be promote match ananya sa na asem bae se match nti na bae
ne
me dade no mane mo supporters be kasa so mo mra stadium
omumra stadium na nsem nso asisi no nso omumo makoma mrafo ba me nkasa mesra mo circles sari adwuma sitie no mo bia anka bibi se ye tifie because unya ye chairman wi a uye patron
yes
chairman Banazil a patron chairman K5 me patron eti edru ba bi na nima bi nko de ye pena yetimi ba abonten ne ye supporters be kasa eti mesra mo mamunya se osenka se de hare kasa ye ose national na ba national ti se de ye nyina ye national ti yetimi ba ebe ye bibia
okay
mesra Krobia kuma se asante kotoko supporters asma mpesa me kachire mu nyina ye niema ba miensa de dikan mitie o yere papa for in eba mitie other stations ni nyina Mr. Kotoko supporters focus any ade ehia ye sa league ya ye boy ye supporters yen ye beboa am yetimi age league eti anye focus ni esore a referee ayewei enti enso ebe we a mesre emwa adenti na mekasa eniema referees no ebi enye omu nyina eye no in fact enye emwa na emo football ye de mra na ebo so obi fum a obi mfum enwa de edikan metimi aka no plane say Kumasi Sports Stadium kwana VR wo ho se Kotoko bobo na referee gina center large penalty na nipa bitimi friend said there be born enye penalty ampa nya yetwa penalty no supporters ya no crapa say ya ba momie nso yakoma hwe adwoda match ye boy
Elimina Sharks football ade ya wo mba ko pa ye se keeper chi penalty yes yensa mo ni biem ba no ye mra de bo jama ay mra ba me kan cho penalty chi aden eh nti wo chire na penalty chire o try ya chama o se mambo enti ye mra de bo ebia agro etimi chi penalty na aka sampa wa move a adan no mo so de move ye de ho na wo point but say wo keeper na pn dey say build ba so tini nyina no ya nemo misre Kotoko supporters said ye bi akomasi asore no nyame ya adme da memre da mesre omo ma akoma nkofo referees omo ye nipa omo timi ye mfumso bebre omo se mfumso no bebre no eko editia ye de but mesre omo
omomodina
de okay the last one na no Chairman Christopher interview no nya adwene wo say mo be call referee centrofo nyina so
da bi o tie nyesa me ne nya adwene de tie ne say mesre se yaka se ye be call omuso a eno nkyere se panin yenso ye ntra ho asampa ye nko omuso
na se de wo sike madwene wo say mo be call obi so ana
ye nwere ho
okay
chairman North Stadium ho etinia ma esi ye no 7 preduasa abufuo eti se de ye players yi call referee su nipa tumrika no obre na niema bi nkoya obetimi aye saade no ba ye de ya base ye besre supporters so madaroma omumienya abotre na mom yenye focus hwe kotoko abo matches be 6 as 7 bia omo eno omo bo no mo hwe saade we ya omo coaches ebe kasa yes kotoko team ba bia o se ye hwe no ni ade akwa akosi se saade na ye de ne baaye ye be start league di ensem na nkrofo anka ye ntimi nto players yakose sankola na se yetimi aye sa team we ya chese aye ade etima mo obia ma emese ya ade a ye yenye focus na ye nhwe eniema ebeko e kire se ya nhwe ye ni ye ka se hey referee aye say enti club ya kuma se asante kotoko supporters mo ya mi nsesi form eno de ha adwene because ye be start league am it is 25% any team cost stadium e shame say and at least on my 50 kra empanimfo modern ba omo bo no ye board ye management technical team ni playing body no e modern ba omo bo no o sanke timi tua sa eska no emra ye cost stadium ba ye wie afede ni pakra ma stadium ahumete enye yesre supporters sa particular match supporters ni bebreka ada ne ye bo no memne da match bi okra ko boni sei match bi o ye boni sei mesramu se di aba no uyi wo hwia
ye bo bi fiada ti bo bi doada
so o musa memne da ye peye ye kro de enso mesre eye no
do okotoko akochia no pa na odi ne ka
ana eye no kra ne memne da ye sai no kwasi ada nti we ye bo ne memne da me nko memne da eye no no abehwe ball na because team ni de me gidi say supporters ekutamo mo ya ade but this time your stadium crown be sremu enye madaroma
chairman gibo prewuramba na still na won ti ase what is that bia inkum say ba wo chamagogwa ponsa vi say kai moa
minia ye ne na ya wonponsa hia niema opeso ye makotoko no ye niema eso a be page team no eti sa niema ye supporters ne wo sese no ye jam ye management omo nanim de ompeso omo ye team no because me dem ni hia enso o ka kire me no mitrim timi ya me desa na me de akoda
unya gidi se ne da so ho
excellent kotoko be page
okay
kotoko be page pa na kakra bi aka ye supporters na say ye nko stadium ha adwene o
mate
eti mesre kotoko supporters mum ye nko stadium
okay
afenso referees no mesramo mu de mum ye nya abotremo omo ye mpanimfo ye ntimi ntra se referees si ye saa o ye ntimi ntra wo saa ye nso anim de ebe ye timesre mamu nye referees no hey mu de munya omo because show Ghana no kraye ba kope nipa ne o Ghana ha no nyansa pa ye obi pa eti nipa bi ka so obeye bibia masa oye ne den ya obeye na mo munya abotren so mana obehu se ono eya ebeduru ba bi no obehu se o sa
hwa wonya sa abotren no wadi wawu
ontimi ni wawu kese because the team na no obi bobo wie no ono say yes ball no boy no anada ne say ye nya akura ba ko amfiri mu etika wo metu ahye ball ani e boy one beti agira yanim
okay
etimi sra mu ye nya focus na support no mum na emra kese
ho me masa ba ho biem yes chairman Benazir enso wa chairman koba
ya ni
ai de chairman K5 aka no minim fa kaka ho
de kakra me de ka ho ye adisredie ya na gibu so mpe adisredie se wo se supporters ade a wonim se ope na chisesrew basa na tie wo wiase ba bia ope so obi beboa wa ese osre no odi kasade ene ya chawpa ni na osre na de bi koso so higher supporters no ese yeka mo a mo kireche no bebri ma iti league ni ye ba se hihye times a ye de bobo no kotoko nko a ye wo ha ye bete ese ne ye sesan time no kwa ɛno no
ba ko pa si ye de na NS na ye adwuma park so apart from that thing dey we nyina no
this match ebo no Saturday
me we dey free obi ya nhyehyɛ da ho
nhyehyɛ da ho ebo bi ya say Saturday
yeah
nice any tabo e match no because Kingfisher kwa away ye bo home ye de enim say Sunday ka ye kwa ya sorry ye pon a na ye dimirika na ye betena stadium na ye hwɛ ball no anya amasa nti ni aba say ye be sɛ ekitaafo no sɛ de SBA no sɛ ye sababo no memendai ka ye be hu ke mo na nwumere ma ye sata obi akɔ de ba bia na aba behwɛ baka obeti ne sakɔ bɔ ne 3 o'clock sata so hono eyi ni gyinam
fala tina sɛ meti sɛ ɛm so cost no ya na wɔsoro
cost no wɔsoro de ya yɛsrɛ wɔn ne nkɔmɔ yɛ mmɔ ne kwasiɛ da no sɛ bɛsɛ ya ɔmo hyehyɛ mfa yɛn kɔ yɛ kwasiɛ da no ɛne bɛboa yɛ supporters no because ɔmo bɛndai ebi bebree kɔ adwuma so ka ho na time no nti ni yɛ ba sɛ yɛbɛsrɛ yɛkyitaafo no sɛ deɛ si bia no ɔmo mfa nkyɛ mo so mo dɔkɔtɔkɔ a afei so no yɛwɔ ne da so sɛ league no yɛbɛgye
ehu
enye ehu nti kɔtɔkɔfo supporter de minim sɛ league no mu hia ɛno so ne yɛyɛ ho adwuma sɛ yɛbɛtuma gye league no aboa nti yɛsrɛ kyitaafo sɛ deɛ si bia sɛ deɛ me chairman ɛka no sɛ deɛ si referee sisie referee yɛ de bia no yɛnyama ne nka yɛn ko a na yɛ kurom ha yɛgye 2 penalty ama yɛwie ne asa kɛsɛ ɛnyɛ penalty na deɛ bi wɔ hɔ ɛyɛ ɛnɛ obi frɛ me sɛ chairman ɛdeɛ paa no TV no hwɛ ball no ɔte sɛ radio for bi ka sɛ ball no bɔkɔtɔkɔ player ne nsa but onhu video bufo bi ɔbɛ bia deɛ ba Star Times ɛno a ne nyina ɛhwɛ obibiara obetuma pinpoint direct akyerɛ sɛ ball no bɔ nipa ne nsa ampa ɛso yagye ɛna me sɛ ne sɛ ɔmfa nto nkyɛn na deɛ asi bia ne deɛ yɛnta team n'akyi cause nya support ɛwo hwɛ ball no kra yɛkɔ ball hɔ na ushin sɛ kɔtɔkɔ kyitaafo no kɔ paa yɛkɔ ball no Monday no
yeah
kɔtɔkɔ kyitaafo no kɔ paa nti yɛnim sɛ ɔmbɛboa yɛ wɔ ha na mmom yɛsrɛ sɛ deɛ ɔmo si pɛ kɔtɔkɔ no Saturday yɛmɛhyɛ stadium no ma because almost leon na nsɛm ahwɛ kɔ no Sundays a yɛ ne nipa mba kɛse woyɛ adwuma na yɛsɛ bɔɔ no wɔbɔ no Saturday nti hyehyɛ obi bia yi sɛ deɛ chairman kan no Sunday ɛyɛ wɔ hɔ a wotuma kɔ no Sunday na wogyae Saturday no akɔ ne ba yɛsrɛ yɛkyitaafo especially ɔmo mo frɛ akyiriba no yɛsrɛ ɔmo so mutuma baba yɛ de
okay no memfa nka ho panyin bi beto aduro promise ba na ɔgidi sɛ menim sɛ na yɛ mo pɛn so na mo de metro masses ba CB na mo de nenam kwa no so ntenu pa kɔ no fro a wɔkɔ a ɛbɛsa de na kɔ na kyɛ sɛ ama ɛnɛ pressure na ba fo ko bituma fa ka bɛ 5 ɔno na no sika nyina asa menim mo ne na mo ne kɔtɔkɔ management yi bɛdi ho nkɔmɔ da kyɛ ahwa na
yɛdi ho nkɔmɔ pɛ na metro mass for no say cost no ɔsɛ fuel no ne no bi akɔsoro nti ɔmo ka sɛ baase ne nyɛ adwuma ɛbɛba saa na baase ne stop adwuma yɛ na wahan the whole day no wutua nti cost no wɔsoro sisi ɛnne hai nti yɛguso a no ɔmo ka sɛ nke bɛsrɛ ɔmo sɛ nkɔmɔ mo ayɛ kɔ so agorɔ no yɛyɛ a abansa nyɛ sika kakra so free ho no nkɔmɔ timi aboa nti yɛguso a no ɔmo yɛ discussions ahɛ a ebetumi anya baase na ayɛ sa
okay chairman also home mami chairman K5 ɛna chairman Benazir ɛna ɔno so wote ne nka desi antum menim so my promo nti na aba ha na sɛ de ada no ba fo kan no ko bi free NKD wa ba za wo gina dwuma na za mo dwuma ni mo nyam
Clementino me chiachi
for Joe
support is kakra me kan sɛ bibia ni hɔ a ɛkɔ so na kɔrɔkɔ ye widi akyire no ana sɛ oba ne be makra no mutifia sɛ ne mpanifo bu omu be no katrema ha kituwa bi beba
mo sisi
amene na nakwa me afo so wo hwɛ kɔtɔkɔ mu pa me aka na nakwa me aka ni mi wife me ni maka wife na nakwa ni mi wife nyina ye mma na ya wo mu nyina
ni mo bia
nti
esa mo ye busua family
busua en abusua bia so ni hɔ a betimi aka so betimi atena ase saa kosi awie ya bibinsi nti abusua ntɔkwa nti
ba for kindness and ntɔkwa ba mo sisi
ade bi na si me nti mo ase nya ade a ebe afa
ene ma ugina usopo gate na na said no waka
gate adwuma ne de ni nyina gina management ni nsem
okay
di obuka so omaye no obeye mi gina ho yi mi konne a mi ko gina ho a die ni nyansa bi ne de abetena ye de sere support so omra no jama K5 duro no office ne bebe ko betime asie free kam no gina no hwɛ se kodoko sika ne be ebe kɔ the right coffers jama zi duro ho betime aka se na me hwɛ bɔ kora me gina ho bi emfa ho ne de akɔfɔ na be gina ho obeka se me gina ho make sure se pepepe ye be de ebe kɔ so bisumi duru wona me visa na ba bi nkoso a bisumi timi agina o se masa agye we a wo ye mempem fa wo se yakofo se betwi etwa woka na ne ma nko yam duru no matwam se abetena radio su bodawuro se amanfo mra me twa sika na sika no kokotoko na me duru ho na me jam time nyina dia to ehun se be 3 days e dey nnu me bo da wura ma supporters abapa na me duru ho na obi ye kokko asa da bi nya dia me twam me gina ho make sure se bibia se koso kama bia be den e be koso ti adwuma ne de e wosom de etie bia na bibi kakra akra beba ba nya de be affect kotoko
tum yamra nyame adom a mo last match a ewo me fan say first round no no a mo bo no home no against Accra Lions as then dey away minim hyehyele te sen
Clementino dem kan say you say league na se no the first match e ball baba yara no you supporters na ho kaka o me dey buy na ke ibi move say e beto aso sa be second match wo hwe records na management na dey babo ntin say free first match na e ball baba yara e ba fom ni nyina na sika no so e so ati ba na supporters no kasa no mo kan nyina e say e say so to for more than
okay
obi share wa tum adonas ai poachi skawe ni edge central away ni edge VIP edge 100 cedis ti anu ma fresh chama obi ma fresh chama azo no ma fresh K5 fresh Christopher am say ye management nkasa na sika ne de emna
form
management nso tie na so pem you see how hwe e match say be nyina sika no ye teso last match ye beboy ma wo say VIP ye de age 60 Ghana central line ye de age 30 Ghana poachi ye de 20 e di see ye suicide ye we na say management ne te so a na ye mu bie hu kwan a e say supporters ne o ma mapaka o betima gina so de to so bie de ane e kan se kotoko de e sori a ane e kopa se kotoko ye sha ana de obeka bia no supporters say de eti ya ti gate free so e say ye wini ye de ni team bia o Ghana ase anu ye ni has ne de e bo league se Kimfosa da second no more 32 points at yemfa ho Adriana at the second no more 32 and half yemfa ho yen has nebo you see yen kodoko has points at dan tam 10 good points na kodoko support asu tifie na se wo mba na wunya asem bia betimi di agina so it's best friend supporters sanye ma mienu amakan ya ti gate free no so Jenny has never a chom 10 points. Let's also to fear us all my park my town team nechi. Let's players no spirit in the back form. No free 9, 10 never 9. Who was Mbika? That is kind of so. Team now only to fear supporter be a few be able to be able to support us 3. One has 1.5. Because we all know I am Jose me pay go be winibiana or we are qua. To supporters, yen your doors to see one, yeah, for has 1.5. If you be did you over here the Jagunu so no kwaba no to kwana no wo 10 points. Let's also my park me show tima. Ni hu di afi the country supporters.
Memenda.
Be a strength supporters and say management no so players no me try the boy last match 10 against 11. Now second half, me them second half 45 minutes in akotoko the pressure 6 sacks also. Na boy ya ball last minute say nya penalty. Me will be ache. Joe Debram time na be check kotokwa. Ya the pressure be si utusa. You see a team a good team. And the same Kofobi team Clementino na dem jim ho ya o. Second round den kam wo twuma bi ye pa so mo nye. Aye kotokwa nkeja atom.
Second round ase.
See e be run second round has how many players no assign. Aye new team no me ba ye kotokwa ke wo okromu a. New team na has 4 years am go am kan.
Na na mo fom sa so ti be.
O se mi gan.
Wo na mo fom sa.
Me ba ho am di rura has a new team. Ba ye team no. Team work ni here adwuma. Ye fa new players bi am rura. Last season e team akwa so last season na has for team. Kodoko team yo so mo ko for we abechem. De bi am so some players has bet me at the league because our team need omo ho. Ade asesa a coach ye the coach ni ba ko about 2-3 matches afa nti be on be league apa am kan ma as in league ba e dey between 10 points ye players ye coach team ni wo ho ba mo dey frefre ko no mo dey but still am say has bet yen
okay
me Israel supporters ni say pa ma chew so good sayem the last match we ye omo ma ye nyina mba baba yara sports stadium ye be boy last match ye wie dey akwa Accra ye fa sa spirit no ni fa sa sika no come management no more players in bonus nya bafu ni fa kwa Accra nkoche
me da say
yanko ye faman
Kofi Wiki
what you know an legend is when he had Tesanka na brantie friends Kwame Arsenal was a legend so one of the researchers no wɔyɛ program ɔmo research de Arsenal facts
ɔmo de ba no
ɔmo de Arsenal facts ɛbrɛ no nti sɛ wo twist Arsenal facts bia no na ne researchers na emu baako ɛde adena ban sɛ Arsenal issue de say na nokra ne fact ni nie one of them ɛyɛ Kwame Arsenal within the birthday internal panel legend ka say ɛyɛ ne yapa sɛ oni ha say berencho better touch down nti Kwame Arsenal yen we show happy birthday Arsenal for no say de nkofo ye kura mo yere mo atofo no mutimi wram nti
ka birthday de na just enia adwapoma no Liverpoolian enezo ye ne ba awoda Princess Ama Druwa Amumensa oko obuase a owo Bonsek Standard School obuase Amangwase ne no wanya mfinhia nan ti adwapoma nso eba edi na woda
madwa ya mamenes ne so no mamenes kotokopaa o ya ti me sure say definitely ne ba no so be kotoko nti kwa me asra ne adwa ba happy birthday now chairman mo who picture na Apostle Professor Dr. His Anna Kwame Chei any FIFA president Gianni Infantino any Musepe CAF president omujampachoma was that picture born again for that picture na to so mpachoma chairman for mpacho what was that picture no na asem maintain some more comment bibisa one CAF president in FIFA president and that's on mpacho kotoko board chairman His Anna Professor Apostle Dr. Kwame Chei one Gianni Infantino must and was saying kama these are the two figures of only the world football and one of the continents African football and Dr. Kwame Chei is in between me pacho mo ka de
obinto mo ka picture na wasema na se de
o mo ka wasem bezo mo ka wasem
ya ka say nyina no mo say time ana we board chairman ana o say board members nyina chairman e ka team nyina no obo board no abo management no abo technical team we ye abasobode kese a ana se nyonyam kese a dia sha santiman de bedi ka do tumfo ase o hene kese ase se ntawanta wa ba ye nyina no ya ba se ko fi ka so ha ana board members o mko godi tulu kom Dr. Kwame Chei duru wan odwane kakra kese asomdwa ba fi enti se enya board chairman no enya mpanifo mienu we che ntema de bia kan se kodoko de any take bibia he enti fi se bibia nu a ye se Dr. Kwame Chei be 2-3 weeks ni obeka se asomdwe ne ho no enkosa enti chemu na e wo kodoko no afiri ho we so aba beto so no ye nyina hu se Dr. Kwame Chei on a board member still
board chairman invitation
by na ne aponsa fan se ne botuma na so management na ka so mo tena so Dr. Kwame Chei nti emirika kitigidi no mo de ba be se doctor so so agi akwa si club no anan
okay
e tresa asundwe ekoso bi ekoso kotoko
matichum
bibia nu ho a kovi eye bone obo kuma sa santo
nka sa bi
okay
me de mo
Super League na be ba obi abehu asante kotoko do behu
na bela chairman
I manage bebre because picture the first time I'm who manage say asundwe eba ye team no ye danyame ase saa na ne ye hwehwe no say asundwe ba kotokom ti say chairman yakoba bi say na woni mpanyimfo akasefo say Asia ye chairman so a big man on say chairman one so a very big man
very tough man
unti ono ni mpanyimfo otutu akwan akwachi bebre nti dwumade ne ekoye efe nti eni monyam hye ene de ma ye chairman de mo ye sere say bibia ye bia no omo nkan ye hono momwa na etimu ni mpagya mmoro so ye pese ye kwa ni mu sen bebia we kotoko de bia mo ka say nye ya fe eni say wo nanam de bia league no Africa na hia me go say de bia me ba last me ka me say modern boy kotoko ye say e bo no say be league no ni akwa Africa nti e chechi taafo no say mo tai team na chi ni ntimi ngi league we ni akwa Africa ono na ya no mo pe nti e sere mo boy this weekend
bagaka ho na okay ene ye fa course kakra ne bia na obi kura won sema jum
tino me de ba ko bi twam ye boda wuro yi na Israel support so mobile park by sports council for no ya de bia
yes
time
aden
say be twa sika ne bobo awie no ma be temu sika kese de ko ne be
ne ade da ho
ne be duru baba yara na mini handkerchief na mitimi tina
eno de ye no me so be pa within seconds gra
1 seconds
timi ba
anya yesere omo sika dudu a ye baba yara omo te no nyame aduma free Saturday ko ye bo to fi wo ho anya ade ne director na won be di ye omo fa sika ne be empepa nkonya no so man obi timi baba yara wo twa 100 series awie no 50 series afuna no wo si fo akoto da
Oh,
set me come sika bo. No makoto that sa no me da paper. Obi ba no me da ma no.
Sir.
Eti sports council post kan no mo ti no. Ya no me na ti kromo a. Yem percent on top bia be see e supporters ni complain.
We dey some jumbo to maka.
Supporters ni complain.
Omo complain.
Saturday we ya kone bi o wa nya de no mbe. Omo ko chomba chom sika. Ye be ko akogina kwana no.
After stadium no one omo siesie no. Twin to wase. No one omo siesie no. No one omo siesie nwi.
Onu je omo so
omo siesie to omo nyire omo mo because ko baby a you could die at 9 in washroom na because adwuma na ho no so the power match says I don't want to na VIP ho no glass a omo de share ni mu no eni ho into bi timi huri e ba
ho de mba ho ache mo glass ni ho no
glass ni ho ti esre omo say omo me yesa de na ma ne ha dwene pa
0322 494 401 0322 494 771. Hello, good morning.
Yes, Amalatus at the my friend Mobutu Tekeko Clementino the darling boy. Hey,
Minia.
Audition Kronko or boys in the road to Etanu Dumasi Abon Treso.
A boy, young boy.
I have crop your fantablo commanders and the Kotoko. Ball, Elimination. Can you know you can be a call? So, yeah, referee no decided, said, obey decided, I'm a Elimination. The Pekmin no. Yentumu yeti ya mati bebe wo ha yete ye ye hono ebo because mother can asante protocol ni tim kitu ase yete ye trauma tim kitu ebi etisi ye no mo sheye enti eye nyambo akami Saturday ye pa be put ya lo potrada ye support appetite team neti ama
Minia. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tino.
Yeah, solo.
Unya solo mo here. Na chance one family nana from Pawata so watch ma o dajano. Tino ma mo ni abaja po ni na pasona Chairman Benazir, Mimona Vaso, and a Chairman Koponsa, and a Minia play 5
for Saturday's game.
Oh, headline for Saturdays is plenty.
Plenty?
Yes.
Give me 3.
You want 3 headlines?
Yes.
From the Centipedia.
Centipedia.
I come home penny for Nabaso. One say Chairman K5 there. When Missiniamos Chumbelma. One say Peliforo. It was one now headlines like capture. One say Coach Postpanati Ogum. Why sarcomologist? Sarcomologist.
Okay.
Why a philosopher? And was higher tactician.
Okay.
Now information about one by
information on
information.
Okay. About one Saturday.
About one Saturday
against Accra Lions. Okay.
Information in Elephant didn't saw that mouth, and you I can't dancing.
I say.
Osuna huano na wadwa. Elephant didn't saw that mouth, and you I can't dancing. Osuna huano na wadwa.
Give me the second headline. News is coming.
Inti prosperity ogun one let me bo 3644 information.
The whole word.
So ba no bo assistant referee nyina kan ti udi tia yakra na a capture.
Go to the second one.
The headline. Number 2. I has lie myself and my meat.
I has
lie myself and my meat. My boy me hona me nam.
Oh why? Area me so ya brane to aso why? Area. After 3 about 12 why? Me da was say chairman kwakwa for by your chum by your chance na chairman Benazir. O mu nyina ba boy e ba
protocol supporters in Biase.
Okay, any news for neighbor.
Commander omo operation group bia omo bomodin bo akotokopa enti me da omo ase omo nkoso nyiro omo nya adwuma
jo ye be ko newsroom nemom ene eye wawoda adwapoma wo se wo ba ne din ade princess ama druwa amomensa princess ama druwa amomensa oboase bonsek standard school amangwase ene no wanya mfehia enai pepepe the happy birthday enko emfama princess ama druwa amomensa na je se ne nyina no de tie e ho no ye de asi ye ko newsroom na fe de kasebo no e de abro ye ba after 3 good afternoon.
Oile pa FM muni ede kaseba we na muni we asini ne bremo mutio wano